Hey, what's up everybody? This is Super501 and today I'm going to go over what I think is the best SA-58 build in patch 12.9 of Escape from Tarkov. Now before we get into the video, 99% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with all my Escape from Tarkov videos. And like with all my builds, there will be a link in the description to the Tarkov Gunsmith website where you can go and see all the parts you'll need for this build and see updated prices for all of those parts on the flea market. And the SA-58 is one of the weapons that got nerfed most, going from last wipe to this wipe, which makes sense because it was an incredibly well statted weapon while fully automatic with the 7.62x5.1 rounds. It pretty much had no bad part about it, and towards the end of that wipe, pretty much everybody was just using a meta build of the FAL. Pretty much every game you would go in, you would probably see or hear at least one of these. But with that being said, this weapon is still very strong. You just have to get used to it and know how to use it a little bit more because it has quite a bit worse stats than it did last wipe. So first we have the DS Arms Extreme Duty Dust Cover, and then on that we're going to have the sight. And for the sight, you just have to determine what range you want to use the sight at and how much that sight is going to affect you grow the weapon. Like with most of my builds for general use, I use the EOTech XP-S30. You can still use this as a longer range weapon. It's a pretty accurate weapon with a decent muzzle velocity and the extremely strong 7.62x5.1 rounds, so you can still use this at pretty much whatever range you want to. Then for the stock, we're going to be using the buffer tube adapter. Then on that, we're going to have the SI Advanced Receiver Extension buffer tube, the anodized red one. Then on that, we're going to have the Mo Carbine stock with the butt pad on the end. Then for the pistol grip, we're going to have the Fab AG FAL pistol grip. Then we're going to be using the 21-inch barrel. Now you do have a couple options for the magazines. Now I'm using the British FAL/L1A1 30 rounders because these are the best 30 rounders. They give the most ergo. But if you want to use the weapon with a lot less ergo but 50 rounders, you can. And this drops it to 22 ergo. And personally, I'd rather have that big ergo bump with the 30 rounders than the 50 rounders. But you can use whichever ones you want. Then for the grip, we're going to have the Victor CAS-V 5-inch guide. Then on that's going to have the RK1. Now this weapon, fully built, when you have 34 ergo and 77 vertical recoil, which like I said, this weapon's not going to have the best stats like it used to. And this grip is kind of the in-between between the Fortis Shift Tactical grip with really high ergo and the RK2 with the best recoil reduction. Now you can go the shift grip, but personally I'd rather have the bit lower recoil and take the hit on the ergo for this specific weapon. Then for the muzzle device, we're going to be having the direct thread adapter for Atlantic Blast mitigation device. Then we're going to have the Atlantic Blast mitigation device. Then we're going to have the Atlantic Dragon muzzle break. And I think this is the big spot that makes the weapon quite a bit worse than it was on stats, because there's no really good silencer for this, so that means it can't get really low recoil. And with how the weapon is just now, even without a silencer, it still doesn't have good ergo, so that's why I think it's overall much worse stats than it used to be. And then for the tactical device, we're just going to have the Victor CAS-V 2-inch guide. Then you can use whatever tactical device you want on this. You can't have a D-ball, which is usually what I recommend, so just use whatever device has what you want. If you want a flashlight and you don't care about an IR flashlight, you can use that. Like I said, you're not going to have the best of all worlds with the D-ball on this weapon. And then finally, we're going to have the Victor CAS-V FAL 4 grip, and that is the entirety of the build. Like I said, a lot worse stats, but this weapon is still good. It still has usable stats. You'll have to learn how to control it much better in fully auto because of the much higher recoil. Being fully automatic and with the rounds that it's using, it's still going to be a very strong weapon. A couple well-placed rounds and you're still going to destroy anybody through pretty much any armor in the game. And like I said, there will be a link in the description to the Tarkov Gunsmith website where you can go and check all the parts you need for this build and see updated prices for all those parts in the flea market. So subscribe if you want to see more Escape from Tarkov videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this build, and thanks for watching.
Укрытие! Граната! Чужая хлопушка! Движение прямо! Тут враг! Своя пошла! Вон он! Чужая граната!